to the Cooper Center for Active Living, everybody. I am so darn happy, and I see a lot of joy in this room. And we do have a wonderful group with us. Certainly everybody in the room, but I want to call out a few special people. Our Lieutenant Governor Kim Driscoll is here in the front row. From up at the State House, we have the Age Director of Community Programs, Annette Peel, somewhere in here. Is that you, Annette? I don't know. I didn't happen to shake your hand. We have our State Senator Cindy Cream, who is sitting right next to our State Representative Amy Sangiolo, and a couple seats down, Kay Khan, our former state rep. We have our City Council President and Mayor-elect Mark Laredo in the House. And a whole slew of our city councilors. I'm so glad that we're joined by Vicki Danberg and Julia Malachy and Lyle Baker, Andrea Downs, Martha Bixby, Bill Humphrey, Allison Leary, Susan Albright, Andrea Kelly. Hopefully I got to do all. Today we're celebrating what all of us can do when we come together and invest in a dedicated, supportive, permanent home for our older Newtonians. This is good. This is a place to gather and to connect and to thrive. And so we're going to have some fun this morning. First, Paula Gannon, who is our cultural director here in Newton, is going to get us going. We're going to sing, don't you think? And she's not singing to us. We're all going to sing together. There might be some song sheets. Maybe you're sitting on them. Sorry for you guys up there who might not have them, but you'll know some of the words. We're going to do one song now and later a couple more. This song was written by somebody who graduated from Newton High School, and it will sound familiar.
Thank you, Mayor Fuller, so much, and welcome everyone. What a joy to be here this morning for this grand opening of this place that is built for community, connection, and shared moments just like this one. You're all part of that. Give yourself a hand for that, for being here, coming out on this cold morning. And what better way to kick it off and celebrate than with songs? So you should have a song sheet. We purposely didn't put one on every chair because we should share. That's the essence of community. So please share the song sheet with your neighbor. For those of you in the back that are standing, we do have some extras. Hopefully you'll have one. I think you probably won't even need it for this song, though. I have a feeling. Okay. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty above the fruited plain. Amen.
today we're opening doors certainly to a beautiful new building, but I would say more importantly to possibilities. Possibilities to connect and to create, to learn, no problem, Jen. Come on over, it's all good. To learn and to dance, to move, to play games, to visit with old friends, to make some new ones, to enjoy music and art and books and lectures, to share a cup of coffee or a meal, and also to find some support and advice and community. These doors will be open not just during the weekdays, but also on weekends and weeknights. And we are inviting in people of all ages. We're centered on our older adults, but please know everyone can find a place here, because we all know that when younger and older residents share space, everyone's better off. Our youngsters learn from our seniors, and our seniors enjoy the energy and companionship of an all-age friendly community. So our superpower here in Newton are our people. And the Cooper Center was intentionally designed to bring people together. It joins our library, our schools, our 13 village centers as yet another hub of possibility. And the building was built with lots of bricks on the outside and some amazing beams in here. Aren't they amazing? But also with a lot of vision and perseverance and partnerships, and I promise you, community-wide commitment. I hope all of you feel the way I do as I've seen it unfold, first in designs and then in person. It feels warm and welcoming. That was intentional. And I want to have you look past the building for a second, because again, it's about the people. We intentionally expanded the number of people working in our older adult services department so that we could serve all of our older residents better. That really matters. So all of us know that the world feels a little too rough these days. I think we're short on heroes and heroines, and too often a little short on compassion and collaboration and positivity and civic service. So that's why we named this building for Audrey Cooper. So Audrey cared about every member of our community. For 27 years, she was the secretary, the beloved secretary at the Underwood Elementary School. She poured her heart and soul into the Newton Community Service Center that all of us now know as Family Access. She helped establish Head Start and daycare and teen programs and health initiatives. She gave so much of her time and energy to the Newton Free Library. She was a volunteer, she was a trustee, and she championed our older residents. So our first senior center was right here on this site in a former branch library. Audrey helped make that happen. And she helped get this building in motion before she passed in 2021 at age 97. Can I ask Audrey's family just to stand up for a second so we can applaud you? downstairs, there's this lovely plaque with this beautiful picture of Audrey. You can kind of see her kindness and wisdom. It just kind of shines out. She left us a real legacy of compassion and collaboration, positivity and civic service. I promise you, her memory is not just a blessing, but it's an inspiration. So 8 years ago, I was sworn in about almost exactly 8 years ago, and I stood before our community and made a commitment. Jane Colino, where are you? She handed me this. There's Jane. I said we'd build a top-notch senior center and that it would be filled with rich and encompassing, all-encompassing, fabulous programs. And today we're in that center, and I actually think it's even better than our highest aspirations. But, you know, this is not my achievement. I promise you, it is all of our achievement. We had to do this together. There was so much vision and determination and attention to thousands of details by city councilors, by staff, volunteers, community partners. Please thank the very patient Newtonville business community who lived with the construction, architects, builders. Josh Morse and Mignon Murray are going to name some more names, I promise you. They all deserve this because we did this. I'm going to single out a few people. Jane Colino, give a wave. Jane Colino. She was here when this was a dream, a hope and a dream, and we began calling it New Cal. Chair Joan Bell Isle and the Council on Aging, there you are, helped us every step of the way. The amazing working group, and I'm not going to get all the names, but Josh is, but people like Sandy Bunsel and Sue Rasala, Brooke Lipset, John Rice, Cheryl Lappin, and a particular thank you to City Councilor Susan Albright. For 8 years, she's been at every single meeting. Thank you. We have great people working for this city. Jonathan Yo, Barney Heath, Jeannie Fairley, Nancy Scammon were at every meeting. They helped us. Our public buildings team, led by Josh Morse, but I also see Alex, and I don't know where Tommy is. I see Vic, but Tommy's somewhere in the room, over on that side. They were trying to finish this up. In the last 2 years, while this was being under construction, they redid the Gath pools, they opened up Lincoln Elliott, they've started on Franklin and Countryside, Horseman, and yet this was on time, on budget, and perfect. Thank you to that team. Our former Parks and Rec Commissioner Bob DeRubis also started us off and passed the baton to Nicole Banks. Thank you to them. They, you'll come this weekend and you'll see, but evenings and weekends you're gonna see pickleball and basketball and after-school programs. Athletes Unlimited, I think Wednesday night is in particular a night where they're going to be here. Jane, thank you for passing the baton. to Mignon Murray. LG, you're sitting next to the amazing Mignon. She's had to think through not just the building, but the programs and services and the joy element. She kept focusing on joy. Thank you to Mignon. And to lots of people in this room. You came to so many meetings. And in Newton fashion, you certainly spoke up. Thank you for that. It made us better. And you cheered us along the way, and we needed that. I now have the honor of introducing someone who's been a role model for me. She's not that dissimilar to Audrey Cooper. She is compassionate and collaborative and positive and deeply committed to the common good. And when she served as mayor in Salem for 16 years, their version of their senior center is called the Community Life Center. She had to get that over the goal line after 20 years of planning. Well done. We only took 8 years, Kim. Okay. Please join me in welcoming our Lieutenant Governor, Kim Driscoll.
Good morning, everyone. What a complete honor and thrill to be here. And if those of you can't look around the room, you'll see it is truly a packed house. And I think that signifies the importance of what this building means to the community. And as Ruth Ann said, we served for a number of years as colleagues. I was fortunate to serve alongside her and know how wonderful today is and how hard it can be to get consensus on a site, on a building, on a location, on a program. So kudos to all of you for the work that you've done to really bring this building online and bring it together. You know, I feel fortunate to serve alongside so many terrific local officials, and in particular, Ruth Ann and the number of local officials who were here, your city council president, an incoming member of the new Mayor's Club. Congratulations, and certainly to the legislative delegation. Newton is well represented. Senator Cream, Representative Sangiolo, Representative Schwartz, who may or may not be here, former Rep. Kay-Con. We're really, I think, very fortunate to not only be able to work together on a pretty regular basis, but to bring that, what I like to call, adult in the room energy to governing, to put Massachusetts in a place where we invest in communities, we get to right answers, we try and support each other even through disagreements so that we can have beautiful buildings like this and support for schools and strong communities, and no place is a better example of that than here in Newton and all the work that you were doing collectively to make this a city that is just second to none. And I have to tell you, this new center, as someone who's built a new center and knows how hard it is new and state-of-the-art and will set a new standard for what it means to be an age-friendly community and have a facility like this. So congratulations to everyone here. This is truly a breathtaking center, and to hear that it was named after Audrey and the work she did makes it all that more special. I think centers like this and facilities are more than a building. It's more than a building. It's just a testament to what happens when a community cares deeply and comes together and then boldly plans for a future. I want to really give kudos to Mayor Fuller, to certainly the city leaders, all of the folks working on the staff that will make this building really come alive. But in particular, I want to take a moment to recognize the mayor, because I think this center is a capstone to her extraordinary commitment to making Newton a model. Noodle, I like that. Newton and model come together, to making Newton a real model for what it means to be an age-friendly city, something that we think about a lot from a state perspective. Your leadership brought together planning and design and community input and a clear vision that every older adult in Newton deserves a space and to be able to age in place with dignity, connection, and as you mentioned, with joy. The idea of joy as we grow old and stay in the community that we helped create and build is one of, I think, probably maybe as we close the end of your term, what might be a final major project in office. This Cooper Center stands as a real lasting legacy and one that will serve the community for decades. So congratulations for all your good work, and particularly for bringing this one home. And I'll say collectively, I think this new center just certainly reflects the best of Newton. Inclusive, forward-thinking, grounded in community values and visions. From fitness and wellness. I mean, I am a pickleball aficionado. I met some of my pickleball friends, and this court, I'll be back with my racket. But be able to socialize, the spaces for learning and for eating, and the resources for caregiving and nutrition. When we think about older adults, you know, I think Newton's headed pretty close to the statewide average. Like 1 in 3 adults will be over the age of 60. And that means we need different things when we're 60, when we're 70, when we're 80, when we're 90, when we're 100, like we're all living longer. And to be able to have a center that will provide resources no matter where you are in that spectrum is just so critical, and I think so important to recognize as a community value. That's what you all have built. And across Massachusetts, we are really trying to set this standard high as well. We're committed to helping older adults stay connected in their communities, age in place with dignity, respect, and I'm going to add joy to that as well, and ensure that we're expanding these opportunities. What does it mean to live in a community with equity, whether we're talking about digital equity in an age that's changing with technology and innovation, in a place that can access the type of homes that you need in order to stay in place with supportive services. Newton remains a model, just a model of what it takes to, from a statewide perspective, to listen to residents and design services that meet people where they are with what they need. This Cooper Center really embodies those values that we want to see everywhere: belonging, accessibility, intergeneration, connection, joy. You all created this collectively. Congratulations to the entire community for not only what is happening today, but what is going to serve Newton well for decades to come. And please know, you are a standout. This type of ability to bring people together to do something that is so good, it doesn't happen everywhere. We want a Massachusetts where every resident at every age has the opportunity to thrive, and you are delivering it here in Newton. Well done, Newton.
Turning this over next to an amazing director of older adult services. Please, when you see her around and about, not just today, but just say a huge thank you to her. She didn't sleep again last night getting ready for today. To Mignon Murray.
And welcome to the Cooper Center. I echo all the thanks that Mayor Fuller has given. When we did the groundbreaking, you know, we were outside with many of you, and it was pouring rain. And Mayor Fuller dedicated the building to Audrey Cooper, which was fantastic. And what a lovely thing to say her name every day and embody her spirit here. But we have built you. What I said that day was, next time we meet, I'll have walls for you. So we have built some beautiful walls for you to be in, and we can't wait, the staff and I, to have you here. There's this beautiful gymnasium you're in with the raised walking track with our folks up above. 16 times around is a mile. There's a game room up in the back corner there with pool tables and card tables, a beautiful library downstairs. There's a cafe and a large multi-purpose room that we'll use for gatherings and for our cafe program that will start in January. And I want to thank the wonderful staff we have in Newton at the Older Adult Services Department and the Parks, Recreation, and Culture Department. They've been amazing partners and working every day to make this a reality for all of us. And we can't wait to see you in the weeks and years to come. And thank you so much for joining us on this very special day.
Next over to our Public Buildings Commissioner, Josh Morse. Every inch, every material, every electrical conduit, he and his amazing team thought through with a ton of input from Mignon's team and Nicole Banks' team and residents in the working group. Josh, you're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, Newton. This is exciting. Welcome to the 538th community meeting on the Cooper Center project. No, I mean it, this is awesome. So I just want to share a little bit here. I'm going to do a lot of thank yous. I'm sorry if I repeat. I talked a little quick. I'll try to go a little slower, but I'll move through. In November of 2017, I met with Mayor-elect Fuller to discuss her vision for 2018 and beyond. She made it clear from the start that we were going to replace the senior center, and with her support, we got to work in January of 2018. We hit the ground running right away. As Mayor Fuller mentioned, when the Lieutenant Governor was mayor of Salem, she opened their new Salem Community Life Center. She knows firsthand that senior and multi-generational centers can take many years, sometimes decades, to complete. Much like then Mayor Driscoll, Mayor Fuller made a new center a top priority and displayed an unwavering commitment to making it happen. We formed an incredible team with representatives from the community, the Council on Aging, the City Council, city staff, and more. We toured dozens of senior and multi-generational centers across the Northeast. We hosted listening sessions throughout the city. We engaged openly, honestly, and with purpose. Together, we worked towards a common goal. We didn't always agree, but we were never disagreeable. Our meetings were welcome places for healthy debate and diverse perspectives. We embraced challenges and tackled them head on. 8 years later, and after more than 530 public meetings, and the contributions of thousands of residents, architects, engineers, project managers, and contractors, we have created something truly special. Time is one of our most precious resources, finite, fleeting, and increasingly valuable as we age. That is why I so deeply respect and admire the many older adults who gave so much of their time to help make the Cooper Center a remarkable place and one that will continue to be incredible for generations to come. We also lost some dear friends along the way. Joyce and Ernest Picard, Max Goldsmith, and of course Audrey Cooper, and many others. Their memories are blessings, and their contributions to both Newton and the Cooper Center will endure. Completing the Cooper Center project is bittersweet for me. My 11-year-old twin girls, Gracie and Lily, are here. They grew up watching me work late nights and weekends, often falling asleep at the dining room table with my face in a set of architectural plans. Despite spending many weekends and even some holidays working on this project, my wife, Michelle, also here, remained steadfast in her support for me. I put everything I had into this project, and a piece of me will always live within these walls. But the beauty of the robust community engagement process we committed to is that a piece of all of us will always live within these walls. We came together, rolled up our sleeves. We pushed and pulled, tweaked, and refined every single detail to ensure that this building stands as a shining example of community, collaboration, civic discourse, and government working for the people. There are far too many people to thank, but I must acknowledge a few. The working group, Joan Belisle, Sue and Richard Rosala, Brooke Lipset, B. Goldsmith, Sandra Butzel, Norm Meltz, Cheryl Lappin, Susan Albright, John Rice, Jane Colino, Bob DeRubis, Mignon Murray, Nicole Banks, Nancy Scammon, Jeannie Fairley, Marion Knapp, Rachel Sherman, Jonathan Yo, and many others dedicated thousands of hours to this effort. Your commitment was extraordinary and deeply appreciated. To my team, Alex Valcarci, Tommy Rooney, and Vic Imperato from the Public Buildings Department, they are exceptional. I am blessed to work with such talented and hardworking colleagues. We would not be here today without you. To my partners and colleagues throughout our city departments and our appointed and elected officials, every one of you played critical roles along the way. A special shout out to our Design Review Committee, co-chaired by Peter Bearer, Ellen Light, and Tom Gloria over the last 8 years. This committee was unbelievably generous with their time, wisdom, and knowledge, and their commitment to civic duty is a shining example of why Newton is truly a special place. A huge thank you to J&J Contractors, BH+A, and Steffi and Bradley Architects, our owner's project management team from NV5, Joel, Dan, Tom, Nancy, Bamal, Ken, James, Jeremy, Bryce, Larry, Samantha, Tom, Bill, Melissa, and many others were instrumental in getting us to this point. I'll close where I began. Mayor Fuller never approached this project as a legacy project. She trusted the process, the team, and the community. She was our most steadfast supporter. Still, whether she claims it or not, this building stands as an important and critical part of her legacy to Newton. When Mayor Fuller turns off the lights in her office at City Hall for the last time, she can do so knowing that she transformed how older adults receive critical services, enjoy programs, stay socially engaged, and remain connected in an inclusive, age-friendly, and supportive center. As I've said, time is one of the most precious resources we have, and with the Cooper Center, Mayor Fuller ensured that generations of Newton residents will be able to make the most of every minute. Please join me in thanking Mayor Fuller for making this project happen and for her many years of devoted service to Newton.
It's a joy to introduce Joan Bell Isle, who has been a steadfast advocate for our older adults here. She persists and does it with a smile and strength. Joan Bell Isle.
Thank you, Mayor Fuller. You neglected my official title, which is Chief Troublemaker in Charge. Now, Mayor Fuller took a lot of my thunder, but I'd like to sort of take you on a little walk through history. The summer of 2017 saw 7 candidates running for mayor. The preliminary elections were scheduled for September 12th, which would have narrowed the field down to 2. Along about the middle of the summer, the Council on Aging, led by Marion Knapp, and the Department of Senior Services, led by Jane Polino, were putting together a candidates forum. It was going to happen on Tuesday, August 15th. Well, as people arrived for that forum, they were greeted by members of the council, and everybody was given one of these little green buttons that proclaimed New Senior Center. That's when our adventure began. Ruth Ann was elected mayor, and along about the middle of the summer of 2018, she stood in the one and only multi-purpose room in the old building and launched New Cal. Well, 3,035 days later, hundreds of community meetings, field trips across Massachusetts and New England to look at other senior centers, pandemic, 2 architects, and a lawsuit later, here we are. We did it. The whole city made this happen. At some point, early in the project, someone said that a city's bricks and mortar shows its respect for those it honors. In this magnificent building, Newton honors and respects and supports and welcomes all of the older adults in the city. Welcome and thank you.
We're going to finish up with some fun. Paula Gannon, we're going to do a couple more songs. Some of you don't know this, but not only our Governor, Maura Healey, but also our LG, Lieutenant Governor Kim Driscoll, they both played basketball in college. So no pressure on our LG. She's, just before we cut the ribbon, she's gonna throw the first hoop. But, so we'll let her stew a little bit while we sing a couple songs. Paula just is putting some of us on the spot. LG, I need you. Mignon, I need you. How many of us do you need? 6. Okay. Josh Morse, I need you. Cindy Cream, I need you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And State Rep Sangiolo, I need you. You'll find out. Paula's going to tell us what we're doing. All right. You don't have to worry.
So we're going to go back in time a little bit. This is the last song on your song sheet, so flip it over. It's a very famous Pete Seeger song, sung about justice, freedom, the power of people working together, which is the epitome of what we see today. So we're going to sing a little, If I Had a Hammer, and I'm going to have a little backup band, so give me a second.
All right. Sorry about that. We're at the props. I'll read it, Emma. Yes. So, hammer. Amy, every time we say hammer, all right? Hammer. Now, I only have one hammer, but you have hands. Hammer, okay? All right. Then we have, if I had a bell. Every time we say the word bell, mignon, you can do it. All right. Then we're going to sing a song. So every time we sing a song, the word song, you can do it, John. There, okay? You got to back up a little, okay? You'll be strong, okay? So, do you need another song? You got it? Okay. All right. So, if I had a hammer. You all know this, right? Raise your hand if you know this song. Yes. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer
pass the ball to me, okay? Woo!
You want to be in the picture?
Let's get the city council up here.
Anybody wants? Come on up.
We're all here. Hold on one. Great shot from this side.
First, we're going to pose. We're all going to say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then there we go. Everybody ready? Yeah.